are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So South Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Rivero. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down.
You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Hayward.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find possibilities.
Now the play fake. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Alabama's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The RPO, it's complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Rivero. Grab near the marker, it's Hayward. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Looking to throw again. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much.
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They get to him as he throws. Complete in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Rivero. Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit, too. We got to hold on to that.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Rivero. Fires to the big fella. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets away from one. He's got space. Seizing that open space. An opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Punch it out of the air. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Inside the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Stanford. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Working that left side. He's loose down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It needs a 2-minute offense. When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here's a heat. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bickley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this third quarter 1-0 one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking for space. It's Hayward. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Fires to the big fella. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Rivero. Quickly out to the tight end. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Leaves it with the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Gamecocks are marching down the field. From the gun, give on the inside.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The short hands, it's Rousseau. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And that will extend extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Bickley. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Vincent. All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense...
Turning it off! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. They'll give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vincent.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He just barely got enough, but that one, he just barely kept it straight enough, too. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. He'll bring it out. It's Burton. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball out down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds space on the right. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or 2, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under fire. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Rivero. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bama!
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the 4th quarter, tie ball game, he's going to step up and make a play. That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
Man, is that good situational football. Understanding what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it to their speedster. I got to come up. I got to get him on the ground. Nice execution by this defense, and they're going to need more of it. Late in the football game, who's going to win this battle?
Caught near the sticks. It's Knight. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Knight. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on second down for this offense. Just keeps swinging it. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knight. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. To the air, it's Rivero. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Finds his big tight end. And the defense drags him down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? That's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken?